Hello everyone, my name is Derek and let me talk to you about why we should vote no on Prop 16. For those who don't know what Prop 16 means, it is to lift the ban on affirmative action. Affirmative action is allowing diversity to be in our work world, in colleges, and just showing that people are minorities and they deserve more. Now let me talk to you about why we should vote no. Let me talk to you about why we have two disadvantages to it. So for the first disadvantage, we have it would allow for potential discrimination. The current law with Prop 209 in place bans the consideration of race, sex, color, ethnicity, and national origin in public education, public employment, and public contracting. Passing Prop 16 would basically repeal Prop 209 and basically make Proposition 209 disappear. The passing of Prop 16 will allow institutions to decide school and work applicants based upon their race as a factor for submission. It would set a system in place that allows institutions to consider race as a factor for applicants, possibly increasing the amount of school and workplace discrimination and decreasing the amount of competent individuals in fields requiring higher education. Treatment or consideration of, or making a distinction in favor of or against a person or thing based on the group, class, or category to which that person or thing belongs rather than an individual merit. And that was off dictionary.com, the definition of discrimination. My second disadvantage is that results in more students being placed in schools not suited to them. Yes, there's people that are like, oh, I want to go to this brand new school. I need to get into this school. And yet they don't work that hard for it. Basically what Proposition 16 will allow them to use their diversity, or if they're a minority, to get into that school. And it would kick out students who work their butt off to get into that school of their dreams. And they get rejected just for a person who is a minority. The current law with Prop 209 in place bans consideration of race, sex, color, ethnicity, and national origin in public education, including UC and other college enrollment. The passing of Prop 16 will result in students being allowed to enter institutions not suited to them and will likely cause more stress on that student. It will result in higher stress in students, which may lead to a variety of issues such as lower work ethic, lower average GPAs, and higher rates of college dropouts, which would also mean wasted money spent on the student by the student or by the institution. The on-time graduation rates of African Americans went up to 0.025 for a 23.1% increase after Prop 209, and by 0.034 in the 6-year graduation rate for a 9.3% increase. Hispanic on-time graduation rates at public colleges increased 0.033 for a 23.8% improvement and increased 0.030 for a 6.4% improvement in 6-year graduation rates. And that was off the effects of Proposition 209 on college enrollment and graduation rates in California. And the results, my last disadvantage would be the results in the reduction of civil servants of color. The current law with Prop 209 in place bans the consideration of race, sex, color, and ethnicity, and national origin in public employment and public contracting, including civil employment. The passing of Prop 16 will reduce the number of civil servants of color. It will result in the reduction of civil servants of color as well as the employment rate, leading to a more colored individuals to be placed in other undesired and likely lower income. The number of people of color employed as civil servants by the state has risen from under 70,000 to nearly 110,000. The employment rate for people of color has risen from under 38% in 1990 to 50% in 2007. And that's off the Proposition 209 in public employment in California. Trends in workforce diversity, September 2008. For my rebuttal, my first voter is to the students who are kicked out of colleges to make room for students who are of diversity. Everyone works hard to make it to their dream school. To see what they have worked so hard to be rejected for another student who has diversity is unfair. Yes, Proposition 16 is trying to end discrimination and make everyone equal and fairness. But how would that work if some people work harder than the others? How was that making it equal? My second voter will be to the people who worked hard to earn their spots, not because of diversity, but because of hard work and success. Lifting the ban will take a giant step backwards and not help anyone out. It would basically just give people with diversity or minorities what they want instead of just working for it like other people. My third voter will be to the people of California who say to vote no on Proposition 16, saying that it is a scam to use the state money to pay contractors the wages they want because they are a minority. Minorities will be paid the same as regular people even if they don't have the same jobs or qualifications. And that just says why should we pay a minority the same wage that we could pay a regular person even though the regular person gets the job done? Like, who cares about what race they are, what sex they are, what gender, where they're from? As long as they get the job done in the work world, they will get paid that wage. Diversity has nothing to do in the work world. Whoever can get the job done will have the job. Why should employers have to hire using diversity? And vote no on Prop 16 because people need to earn the right to make more money. Just because diversity doesn't mean they have the same qualification to get the job done. Prop 16 is a scam to pay minorities the same wages as hardworking Americans, even if they don't have the same jobs. Vote no on Proposition 16. Thank you.